Hey Leopard third grade, this is a pretty quick video that is going to help you get started with drawing on your tile. You are going to need your tile, which you'll get from me if you're in the Leonard Road Art Room learning. If you are learning from home, you'll need to pick one of these up from the lobby. There's not substitute equipment for this project. Okay, artists? You're gonna notice your tile is in its very own bubble wrap sleeping bag. That's to protect it from breakage. You need to protect it from breakage as well. I only have currently 3 extra tiles for the entire grade level. So we need to handle things carefully as though they would break, because they will. You're gonna notice right away your tile has 2 sides that are plain. You can start again if you make a mistake on the front, but after you start again on the back, your only other chance is to attempt to scrub your tile nearly clean. It will never be perfectly white and clean again for drawing, so draw carefully and slowly as you have learned with me here in the Lantern Road Art Room so that you can get this right the first or second time. If you do need to scrub the tile clean, one thing that is helpful, besides a scrub brush in the kitchen sink, I found Magic Eraser by Mr. Clean to help get some of the pencil off of the tile. It will not remove all of it. And you do need to dry the tile. I use a hairdryer here in the art room if you're going to try to draw again immediately. You can, of course, let it air dry if you do have to scrub this clean. I do ask that you have your plan ready beside you when you're drawing on your tile. It's a helpful guide. Also, you probably want 2 sharpened pencils. Drawing on tile makes your pencil dull and flat very quickly because it's almost like a rock and it's sort of making your pencil grind down as you draw. Please make sure also that you're drawing as big as you possibly can. You're going to paint these later. Imagine painting something very, very tiny that was easy to draw with pencil, but difficult to paint with a wet, soggy paintbrush. So I'm gonna do that camera trick where I move my shot, pardon me. I know this is awkward. I have part of my projector here at school in the way. So I'm gonna get a good look. Here's my plan. Here's my tile. I am gonna use that good old guideline that I showed you in the last lesson of starting with a big rectangle, almost in the middle. I leave room at the top for some whipped cream if I want it. Then we're gonna use 2 diagonal lines, a short one, and I'm checking my camera view again, and a nice long one. Looks like a boring piece of cheese for the moment. Get that pie crust on there and get the pie crust down the back of your slice. It's like a letter L really close to the pie slice. Now it's time to decorate your way. If this is a slice of cheesecake, then maybe you have sauce, like chocolate fudge sauce, maybe a strawberry on top. And don't forget to add a plate so that your piece of pie or cheesecake is not just sitting here in the middle of nowhere. Not on a counter, not anywhere. I'm gonna add some sauce. You can, of course, make yours into cherry pie, blueberry pie, peach pie, whatever you like. And I'm gonna have the sauce with a few holes from dripping down the other side. I'm not gonna have a strawberry on this one. I'm gonna have some chocolate chips. And these are pretty small. I have a pretty small paintbrush, but I'm still making them big enough to get my paintbrush inside. My plate is actually gonna get drawn off the tile. I start my plate in the middle of my slice and I end it in the middle of my slice. Plate's pretty boring. I'm gonna give it a thicker edge facing me. I'm gonna give it some decoration. Maybe put some flowers between some curlicues. My pencil's starting to get ground down. I'm gonna switch to the second one I have ready. Whatever becomes the back, and I say it that way in case you had to use the back to start over, and that's where your mess up is now. Whatever becomes the back, you need to put your name there. And after you're done drawing on your tile, and you've put your name on the back, Then you need to store this in its sleeping bag of bubble wrap somewhere safe where it won't get broken. I can't seem to get my bubble wrap open. Until we begin to glaze, which is what we call paint for ceramic tile, or until you've picked up your glaze from Lantern Road to use at home. Good luck, leopards. Take your time. This can even be done over 2 class times. Mrs. Billman, of course, is very quick, and you don't need to be. I'm trying to keep the video short, and I'm trying to show you how to do this in a way that you can pause the video, rewind, or fast forward to get to the parts that you truly need. Take your time. Use 2 art times to get this accomplished if you must.